Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Gold version, and in this episode we're tackling this jerk right over here, Morty. Now before battling this guy, I highly recommend you go to the Pokemart and buy some Awakenings. You're gonna need a couple, since this guy has one Jerky Pokemon. He's literally composed 50% of Jerky, and we're gonna start out this battle actually with Scyther. Now we're gonna actually use Golbez, since I want to get Golbez to level 25 as soon as possible. Anywho, let's start. Good of you to have come. Here in Ecruteak, Pokemon have been revered. It's said the legendary Pokemon will appear to the truly powerful trainers. I believe that tale, so I have secretly trained here all my life. As a result, I can now see what others cannot. Just a bit more, with a little more, I can see a future in which I meet legendary Pokemon. You're going to help me reach that level. Yeah, right, punk. I'm gonna kick your butt so hard that no legendary Pokemon would ever want to see your face ever again. This is Morty, the gym leader of Ecruteak City, who specializes in Ghost-type Pokemon, which he uses very, very poorly. He's gonna start out this battle with a Ghastly. He has a Ghastly, 2 Haunters, and a Pokemon we've encountered yet. I'm actually going to use a Nightshade. If I know anything about Morty, he's probably gonna curse me and or lick me. Which if he licks me, it's not the end of the world. No, we actually used Curse. Now the thing about Curse is it kills his Pokemon, and I can easily just switch out to Scyther, and he basically just wasted a Pokemon. So yeah, not the optimal strategy there. That's not really what Morty's about. His level 25 Pokemon is basically his entire team. Similar to how Chili is basically our entire team. For the time being, our team, it'll have its day, including Scyther, who's gonna come in and start pursuing. And it's going to do minimal damage. But that's not the point, since, well, really, Scyther can't really take... Actually, he can take a lot of hits from a Haunter. So we're going to just switch again. The Curse is going to be nullified. And yeah, Golbez is going to come here and get the finishing blow. Really, Curse only works if the computer AI is awful, and or you have mean look. Which this trainer does have mean look, so it's kind of weird how he doesn't use that first and then decide to Curse. I don't know. That's just my opinion. No, a Nightshade, ah! And I really probably should have used an Awakening there. Oh man, poor Golbez, man. Golbez will have his time to shine, though. Oh no, another Nightshade to the face. No, oh man. We're gonna switch him out, though. Poor Golbez. He really can't do anything to these other ghost types for the time being. So we're just gonna bring in Scyther again, and probably kill him, this Haunter this time. And oh man, why did he get to put to sleep? In this generation, there's no sleep clause. In future Pokemon games, the computer will not just put your entire team to sleep. It can't. Like, there's like a clause. Like, you can't do it. This game, they're just like, I don't care. I'm putting your whole team to sleep, man. That's so bad. I don't care. And it's actually very sufficiently annoying. However, Scyther got a level 20, which is okay by me. Now, here is the pickle, guys. Morty's third Pokemon is always going to be Gengar. This Gengar is level 25 and is remarkably difficult to defeat. He uses a very obnoxious and devastating combo. He will put you to sleep and then use Dream Eater. That's all he does. It's very hard to deal with. So Chili's gonna come in here and hopefully, yeah, I don't know what it is about Chili. I don't know what it is about this game and how it handles Hypnosis, but Chili always seems to dodge moves that can be dodged. And oh, he took that one though, which is really unfortunate. Well, that's why we have Awakenings. I know it's kind of overpowered. Or not really overpowered, very unfair to use items in a gym battle. But I don't care. This is annoying, so I'm using them. And it's actually decently difficult to beat him. Considering the only guy who even has a chance against him is either Golbez or Scyther, and neither of those guys can really outspeed him at the moment. And if Golbez comes in and tries to put him to sleep, well, he's just going to get Shadow Ball to the face, which is super effective against Golbez. So that's not really going to work out. We're just going to have to whittle him down with our entire team. And oh, sweet a Burn. Burn is very good, considering even if he does put us to sleep and starts eating our dreams, we're still going to be doing residual damage over time. And there it goes. It may not seem like a lot, but it's going to do its job. Now, we can either fodder off Golbez, which I really don't want to do. I think we're going to go into Scyther and just try and knock him out. See, he's going to Dream Eat this turn. And, well, that's not really going to do a lot for him, considering the fact that, well, Scyther's not asleep. So he's either going to have to put a Hypnosis on Scyther, or just die. So, let's see what he does. And, oh, well, I guess we dodged it. Time to get on with another pursuit. And just keep chunking down this Gengar, man. Gengar is a very tough... he's very tough beer now. He's a very tough and difficult Pokemon to deal with because he just loves putting people to sleep, man. Isn't that just obnoxious? But we took him out eventually, and that's what's most important. And hey, Chili got to level 23. Everybody's getting a lot of EXP off this guy. Kinda wish Golbez could have got that, since the sooner he gets level 25, though, he's gonna hit a gigantic power spike. And it's actually very bad, considering a lot of people around our team are falling asleep right now. We're just gonna use Golbez. Or actually, not Golbez. We're gonna put Stallone out in front, so he can just... he's gonna have to tank some hits, basically. Considering we gotta wake up our party members with some of these awakenings. It's the only way we're gonna have to take down this last guy, and I really think we should wake Chili up, since Chili has the best chance of beating this Haunter. Alright. And oh no, Nightshade, that's actually a 3-hit KO on me, but not really, huh? If Stallone wasn't pure fighting, had some other moves, you could probably take him out. I think you can learn like Fire Punch and stuff, which could potentially be pretty good. But now we're just gonna bring in Chili, whose Embers aren't really the strongest thing in the world, but that Charcoal and the Stab are actually gonna make them do decent amounts of damage. And luckily for us, Chili has extremely high base stats, so that's actually gonna be a 3-hit KO still. Never mind, that's actually kind of a problem. Considering I don't think I can defeat this Haunter in 3 shots. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, he messed up. He used Spite. A not very good move, all things considered. So this is actually looking pretty good for us. Luckily for me, I just have really good items, I guess. And man, you're really throwing away your lead there, Morty. Don't know how I feel about that. I've gotten a tendency with saying that as of late. I don't know why. I just have these like weird things I say all the time. And how about that? A critical hit on his remaining Pokemon. And everybody's getting EXP. Man, that was an intense boss battle with Morty. Actually, it wasn't. It was kind of lame. I'm not good enough yet. Alright, this is your badge. And fork it over, you loser. We receive the Fog Badge, the 4th gym badge of the Johto region. Alright. Am I having a Fog Badge? Pokemon level 50 will obey you. Also, you can use Surf out of battle. I don't care anything. And we receive something that is almost essential to our team. TM30, which is Morty's signature move, Shadow Ball. Guess who we're giving this to? I'm gonna give you a hint. The guy that hasn't even had a strong ghost move since practically the beginning of the game. That's right, we are handing it over to Golbez, who is gonna make extreme use of this move. It's going to help him defeat psychic types, it's gonna help him just basically do everything. And hey, how about that? Eevee can learn it too. But we're not really gonna do that since Eevee gets pretty decent moves. And alright, we need to get rid of a move. I think we're gonna get rid of Nightshade. It's kind of like debatable, but I feel like it's the weakest move out of everything. Curse still does like 25% of somebody's health like every turn, but no. Alright, so we still have the Ice Punch, but we'll get to that later. And alright, so we defeated Morty. Now, Morty is actually kind of different in Crystal version. Oh, I just don't know why I went back inside. He's a little bit different in Crystal version, but I'm not playing that version, so... If you're looking for a walkthrough for that game, just look up a walkthrough for that game. But with that battle out of the way, I think it's time we got a little bit more progress done in this episode. Now, if you talk to the townsfolk around Necrotique City, they're going to talk about this place called Burned Tower. Now, this Burned Tower is actually very important to the story of Pokemon Crystal. Not so much Gold, but a little bit. And hey, the first thing that happens when we get inside here, we're encountered by Billy himself. Oh, it's you. You wanted to get stronger, so you came for the legendary Pokemon in Burned Tower. Well, that's not going to happen, because I'm going to get them. I'm going to be the world's greatest trainer, so legendary Pokemon will be perfect for me. Well, anyway, I'm getting tired of having a wimp like you always showing up. And Billy's apparently going to try and take us down. Well, I got news for you, Billy. Me and our new improved Golbez are going to completely thrash your team into existence. And why does everyone have a Haunter except for me when they evolve at level 25? This is preposterous and annoying. Anywho, you're about to see the power of Shadow Ball at work. Now, it is a physical attack, but it still does a lot of damage with Golbez since he has good stats. Yeah. Does a lot of damage. And hey, we get a level 24. One more level, and Golbez will evolve. Just one more level. That's all I need. Oh. And actually, let's hope we can get this level in this part. We're going to try and sweep with Golbez. Actually, I don't know. We probably can't get him. I'm just being a little too hopeful. We probably won't get to level 25 when we're still fighting level 20s. And man, I can tank a bite. I've learned my lesson. Your bites no longer affect me that greatly. since I'm actually pretty overpowered right now. And 2-hit KO with Shadow Ball. Golbez is just wrecking face here. Now, Billy's gonna send out his Croconaw, his starter Pokemon, that he supposedly stole from Professor Elm. Well, good sir, guess what? You're gonna get Shadow Ball too. Yeah, everybody's getting Shadow Ball. Everyone. Yeah, it doesn't do a lot since Croconaw actually has pretty good defense. Oh, crud. Forgot about that. Dang. Definitely forgot about his bite, which I should probably think about. Man, my stinking Ghastly must hate me, dude. I'm like the worst trainer ever. He's died so many times. I'm so sorry, dude. But he will have his day. He will have his day. Scyther coming in here. Zuke's going to launch a couple of headbutts to try and make this Croconaw flinch so he cannot attack in retaliation. And I think he's going to do a pretty good job with that since he usually gets flinches. Not that time, but he's getting down there. He's getting pretty low in health. Just a little bit more. Water guns really aren't going to do a whole lot to Scyther here. And yes, down he goes. We got the Croconaw. Awesome. Man, that's pretty sweet. And level 21 on Scyther. Man, he's just getting up in the levels. Too bad sticking Ghastly can't. Confound it. And Billy got a new Pokemon, which is a Magnemite. Cool. We're just going to send in Chili since in the second generation, Magnemite is actually an electric and a steel type. Steel types are weak to both fighting and fire types. So, Chili's just gonna Ember him, and that's all she wrote. Billy will be no more. Since we beat him. Yeah. Woohoo. It's pretty good. And yes, we did it! We defeated Billy again. Too bad. Whoa, what the heck? I accidentally hit L1. Yeah. Gosh, there's no challenge in it, turd. Whatever. You would never be able to catch legendary Pokemon anyway. What makes you say that? Well, that's stinking dumb. Anywho, back to healing my guys up. And man, I really should invest in some items so I constantly don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center to heal, because let's be frank, this LP has more cuts in it than a salty sailor's rusty knuckle. But anywho, this is the Burn Tower. Now there is a rock in our way. That's why I told you guys to go get TM Rock Smash. We're actually going to be using that on, surprisingly, Paris. Did not know this, but he can in fact learn Rock Smash. It's kind of crazy, right? Paris is actually a pretty decent HM slave, considering he can also learn Flash, which we're probably going to teach him just because we're going to be needing Flash a little bit sooner, or actually a little bit later in the LP, so we might as well get it now. And there you go, Paris. Being really useful, man. What a nice guy. And alright. So now we're going to use this newfangled ability. Oh, we can break the rocks. Oh my gosh. Smash them. Bam. It's pretty rad. Sometimes Pokemon will come out of the rocks too, which is pretty nice. And we need to actually... I'm going down this hole real quick. And hey, there's some things over there. Isn't that interesting? But I got an HP up. That's more interesting than the things over there. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, Abby. I really want to talk to those guys. I wonder what they'd have to say. I bet they know how to smell cheese from miles away. Yeah, probably. You can break this rock too, but unfortunately there's a different kind of rock that we can't really deal with right now on the other side. Also, there's a trainer battle, which I guess we should talk over, and this guy's going to talk about fire. Speaking of fire, Burn Tower has 2 new Pokemon you can find. A Coughing, which is a poison kind of defensive type. It's more about utility, not so much killing the opponent. Hey, there's the Pokemon we're talking about. Isn't that neat? I don't recommend the Pokemon, since, I don't know, he just doesn't do a lot. He just toxics and kind of sits there and dies to Psychic types. So whatever. Magmar is a pretty decent Pokemon. He can sweep, he's a duck. That's pretty cool. He's also a fire type, so if you didn't get, Typhlosion, actually not Typhlosion, Quilava or Cyndaquil, all those Pokemon as your starter, he is a pretty decent addition, I suppose, if you're okay with having a duck on your team. Though he is pretty rare too, so you might be here for a little while. It seems like all the good Pokemon are rare. Speaking of something that isn't rare though, is a Growlithe, which can actually be found in the patch of grass where that guy with the magnet is. So Growlithe is always going to be a good Pokemon. He's just fast, he has good attacks, he learns good moves. Extremely powerful Pokemon, though he's a little bit hard to catch in this generation since he does start out with the move Roar, and he'll just roar you away, which gets a little bit annoying. And hey, we took down that Growlithe. Alright. Oh man, we're so close to level 25. Okay, if this Coughing gives us level 25, I swear, oh my gosh, I'll be so happy. Come on, Coughing, give me more than a handful of EXP. Oh wow, we got a crit. Come on. Come on, everyone cross your fingers. Can we get to level 25 on gold? Sigh. That is so aggravating. Shut up, Ned. I don't care about your fire. Gosh dang it. Man. Let's see. Yeah, this rock was what I was talking about. Actually, no, it's actually somewhere else, I believe. And there's a burn heal. You better get your burn heal. Let's come down here. Yeah, this is a rock I was talking about. We can't currently get rid of this, and it's honestly not that important, so I don't know. I guess you should probably just forget about it. In all seriousness. But guys, that's going to just about do it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Gold version. In the next episode, we're going to be heading up here and see what these legendary Pokemon are all about. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys then.